Hello, my name is Ben, and on this YouTube channel I document my own print-on-demand journey. Today I'd like to talk to you about Canva and if it might be worth for you to upgrade to the Pro version, which is the paid version, or if you can just stick with the free version and if that is sufficient for you. Now, Canva is a browser-based, web-based design tool which creators use, or designers, or anybody really who has it's useful for anybody who has a social media presence or who has a YouTube channel, for example. So there are various options. I mean, you can create logos, you can create flyers, posters, presentations, and that's what I use it for, designs for print on demand. I don't only use it for that, I also use it for YouTube, and I use it for some other things, but mainly because I've got a print on demand business, I use the Canva Pro version to create designs for my print on demand business. But this video here is not necessarily only for print on demand. It is really for anybody who uses Canva, maybe the free version, and who's not quite sure if is it worth to really upgrade. So what I'd like to do, I'd like to take you through Canva and show you what you get if you haven't subscribed, and show you what you get if you have subscribed. But let's have a look first what sort of different upgrade levels there are. So there is obviously the free version that you get if you just sign up. All you need to do is to sign up with an email address, and you can immediately start to create designs, and you can already use a lot of templates and free graphics or music elements or videos or photos even. Then there is the Pro version, and any element like graphic, like an image, like a music element that has this crown symbol next to it or in it, is basically a Pro element. And you can use the Pro elements for commercial use as well. There are a few restrictions, but generally you can use them for commercial use if you have subscribed. Now, you won't actually see them if you haven't subscribed. Then there's an enterprise version, which is basically an integrated tool if you have a larger business, also for education settings or for non-profit organizations. Just by the way, if you are a non-profit organization, you can use Canva Pro, I think, for free. So they will unlock all features for you for free. Now, let's have a look what there is. So this obviously is Canva, and this is now the free version at the moment. So I haven't subscribed, actually. Let's click on Canva Pro for a second. And here you can see, because that's probably what most people would be interested in. So if you have just the free version, as you can see, it doesn't cost anything. You get 250,000 free templates, design types, photos and graphics. You can invite members to your team. You've got cloud storage as well. But because what you can do when you create templates or designs yourself, you can just store them online in the web-based tool. Now, what I have is the Pro version, which is you can pay for it yearly or monthly. If you pay for it yearly, I think you save a couple of months. Because it's cheaper, then you only pay for 10 months. And if you pay monthly, you pay a little bit more. Now this says everything here is free, everything free. So everything that free has, plus all of these things here. So basically you get the resize, so you can do a one-click magic resize, what they call it. So when you have a design, you've created a design with a different, a design with a certain size, and you want to suddenly have it in a different size, you can just do a one-click resize. You have more templates, more designs, on a daily basis. You can use all the videos, music, and more, over 75 million Pro elements. You can also save the designs. You have more cloud storage, and you can put your content onto social media. Now, let's have a look. If we now create a design in the free version, because that is what most people are probably interested in, let's create a design. I actually haven't really used the free version, so let's see where it takes me. Custom size. So because I use it for print on demand, I will use 4,500 by 5,400. I'll create that design, and I'll just keep it very simple. This is not a design. This is not a design tutorial. I will just use it to show you what is available. So let's say I would like to create a Bitcoin design. Let's have a look. Okay, so there are various Okay, so as you can see here, these are the Pro elements. I actually didn't know that you actually see them, but yeah, you can see them obviously when you haven't subscribed. But as you can see here, there is a watermark, so you can't actually use them, or unless you have a watermark in them, which isn't great. So yeah, I won't use any of these now, because in here I only have the free version. You can still use that one, which is quite good, or you can use that one, which is a very basic Bitcoin logo, isn't it? But if you want to use these a little bit more fancy ones, which look much better, you have to subscribe. So that is one of the downsides. I guess, if you create a design, if you really want to keep it basic, the free version will probably be okay, as far as I can see it here. But if you really want to create, for example, print-on-demand designs and really, really high-quality flyers or whatever, and within print-on-demand, obviously, you want to make different designs. Even if you're in one niche, you want to create various designs in the same niche. And as you can see here, most of them are actually Pro elements or Pro graphics. So you'd be very restricted in terms of what you can actually do. So, from a print-on-demand point of view, already here, I would probably just subscribe, because the $10.99 per month or the $99 per year, if I go with an annual plan, that is really a tiny amount compared to the revenue that you can make, or the royalties that you can make per month in print on demand if you create more designs and really high quality designs. So, I mean, just by selling 2 or 3 t-shirts per month, you will have, this will pay for the Canva subscription, right? So yeah, let's just stick with this for the moment. And I don't want to, let's add some text. Let's see what that does. So if I add some text now, it's fine. So already here I can see that, because I normally use the Pro version, I think it doesn't have all the text templates that I normally would use, so that this is a bit restricted, but let's use one of the free ones. And then what I can do is just change it to what I need. So if I go to effects, yeah, it seems to have all the effects that I normally use. So it will also, let's check the some of the fonts. It certainly does have the font that I normally use, which is good. I would make that a bit bigger. So let's see. Let's call I told you so, which is one of the typical Bitcoin slogans, what they say. Now, what it also does, it will give me the possibility to just click on the, just copy basically the color of this image. And so I've got the same color in the text and the image. I won't do anything different anymore now. I certainly can see that it has the effects. The curve effect I use quite a lot. So that is quite good. That's included in the free version. That is quite good. And it seems to have a healthy amount of different fonts as well, as you can see here, right? You can see all these with the crown. They are, and this is probably, looks like it's like 40-50% of them. These are all the Pro ones, yeah, so you can't use them actually. So if you want to have anything which is a bit more, bit more fancy like that one here, you can't actually use it. It would tell me to subscribe. Seems actually like that you can try Canva Pro for free. Try it free for 30 days, so that is really good, and you can cancel anytime apparently. So you can definitely test it for free, which is good. Now, also as you can see here, and this is not really for print on demand, but there are some music elements here, videos. Again, many of them have the crown symbol, so it's only Pro version. Also here, videos that you have here, which is quite good. They don't seem to be Pro. Background, they've got backgrounds, photos. Let's have a look at the photos. Also here it shows me some Bitcoin photos, but also more, let's say, not necessarily photos, but more high quality graphics and images and wallpapers. But also they are Pro, right? Okay, and what you can do normally, what I could do here in the Pro version is I could, if I wanted to choose a different size now, I could click here on resize, and then it would give me the possibility to go from a, let's say, 4,500 by 5,400 to a completely different size. Yeah, so let's say 3,000 by 6,000. So that is one that I realize here, and I normally use that option when I convert the size of my designs from print on demand merged by Amazon standard 4,500 by 5,400 to KDP 6 by 9 inches. Yeah, this is when I would use it. So again, from a print on demand or KDP point of view, I would definitely subscribe. Now, if I want to download this now, I immediately see I cannot get the background transparent. So that's a big no-go, because if I'm a print on demand seller, I need to have a transparent background. Well, there is a workaround. Yes, you can use free tools then and get the background removed, but that's again another process step. And really, to save $10 per month, do you really want to do that? I wouldn't. I would just try to do it immediately, because otherwise it would limit me in terms of how many designs I can create. It would cost me too much time, and I'd rather spend the time to create more designs, which would then allow me to make more profit. So, I don't really care about the $10 then, because, in that time when I do all of that, and if I create 50 designs per day, and I have to manually remove the background of 50 designs, look, in that time I could create even more designs. So I could also not compress the file, so that's not that important for print on demand. But if you have a website, for example, and if you want to reduce the size of the image that you download, that is very valuable to compress the file. Yes, again, there are manual workarounds, so you can use one of these PNG file reducer compressor online compressed websites, and I guess you can do that if you really if you just if you just use Canva from time to time. I guess you don't need to get the pro version. That's what I think. But if you use it every day like I do, definitely go for pro, my recommendation. And the biggest issue for me here is that I can't download with a transparent background. Also, that I can't resize. Compressed file might be important for other people. And the third big issue that I said is, the elements. You're quite restricted in terms of high quality images. Let's look at something else. Let's look at bicycle, for example. And as you can see here, really some of these are again pro. Maybe 40% are pro, and it's certainly like for pro for everything. Like if I go just bowling, for example, many of these are free actually, which is quite good. And I guess if you just create basic designs from time to time, you might be okay to use just the free version. But if you really use it regularly, I think that's what I want to say. I recommend go for pro, and the monthly subscription fee isn't very high, especially if you use Canva to create designs to resell them. And if you resell them, you make profit anyway, so it will pay for the Canva subscription. And one important thing is, if you subscribe to Canva Pro, and you download or you create designs, you download them, and then a month later you want to unsubscribe, well, you can still use your design, and that is great, because not many companies allow you to do that. For example, if you have Vexels, you would have to delete all your designs that include a Vexels element. Also, for example, I'm not sure how it is with Placeit, for example, but yeah, not many websites or tools like that allow you to still use the graphics or images that you downloaded while you had the subscription after that subscription ended. So that is really good. So, and again, Canva is very user-friendly. Absolutely. I mean, you can just move things around. You can, as you can see here, right-click, you can send it to the back, you can bring it forward. You've got different layers, and it gives you, it helps you to center elements with these vertical and horizontal lines if you have it centered. It's so easy to use. I can just recommend it. And I recommend, if you use it regularly, just go for the pro version. All right, so hopefully you liked this video. If you did, then please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on my print-on-demand journey, then please subscribe to the channel. By the way, you can find a link to Canva in the subscription below. And I hope I can see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.